All right, good morning everyone. Yes, good morning Julius, how are you? And everyone that is joining us, wherever you're watching from, wherever you're streaming from, good morning. All right, so as usual, you guys know the drill. We always start with a prayer and then get into the analysis. So let's pray and get started. Father, we say thank you for the beautiful morning. Thank you that we're here again for another day, another session. It's a Tuesday and we are here for the Tuesday analysis session, Lord. Thank you that for yesterday's market setups that you showed us and you gave unto us. We know the losses we made. We are going to be recovering them today and even much greater, make more money than you've ever made. We say thank you, Lord, for profits we're about to make today and throughout the week. We give you praise, we give you all the honor. In Jesus' name we've prayed. Amen. Alright, so as usual guys, you know the drill. We start with crash 500. Alright, so crash 500. Now let's look at yesterday's analysis. So yesterday, those who were with us, my anticipation was like that. As I told you, I want price to break that so that I can come in after the retest. So it did not do that. We see where we were on M15. So it did not do that, but apparently we are seeing it is doing it on the current M15. It is doing it on the current M15, and one can say it is even doing it on the current H4. So now this was yesterday's analysis, we don't need it. Now we are seeing this on H1 and M15. That is what we're seeing on H1 and M15. And price is breaking that, is giving us that as a change of character. So if price breaks that level, then we will still be anticipating this kind of move. But remember, according to daily, that is a support. So yesterday we see that it closed with a rejection, and today has started with some good momentum buy. So all I need, sometimes it may not give you a pullback on H4, so all I need is a pullback on M15. Let me see if I've seen a pullback already. This is where we were. This is my lower low, lower high there, then came to give me a lower low, reacted to that OB. So after that breakout, that's where I will be anticipating my change of character. So for now, I will leave it at H1. So no business here. I cannot enter. If I enter now, my stop loss will be all the way here. If I enter buys now, my stop loss will have to be all the way down below here. But it can easily break out. It can easily break out, and then on reacting back, on retesting back, it comes all the way here to give even a fake breakout. That's a problem. So all I want is to make my entry after the pullback has happened. After this I want to enter I can enter sales once it reacts around such levels, around such a level up there. Then I can enter sales, but buying here it is I'm a bit skeptical with it. Why? Looking at M15, let me show you why. Looking at M15, we are already CCI is already showing us we are oversold, overbought. Take that out. Look at also that above there. So those are some of the reasons why I cannot enter right now according to M15. I have those levels. Price can react to those levels and then it comes back. So I'm not going to be entering until I see a pullback. Good morning, Joel. How are you? I think that's now clear. So if I see a pullback from some level like that, then I can wait for it to start buying again. Or if I see a pullback from that level, then I can wait for buys to start coming in again. So for now, no business. I'm not going to be engaging myself in this buy now after breaking this level. But after the pullback, either to that level or down below to this, or be on M15, then I can enter the buys perfectly. All right, so that's it on Crash 500. Let's head over to Boom 1000. Right, so Boom 1000. So Boom 1000 yesterday start from H4. Okay, H1. This was H1. Price, we were on that support, so price got enough momentum to actually continue selling to come to that very OB, which is an H4 OB. It is a daily OB, but now it is an H4 support, so it came to that support level right about there. If you go to daily, that's how it looks like. So we already wanted price to reach there, but our anticipation yesterday was if it fails to break here, we might as well first see buys. First see that buy, which will be a pullback there. Why? Because yesterday it had given us a change of character on that support. That's the reason why we were trying to look for buys. But when it reacted all the way here, it actually continued and broke out. So it didn't even give us an entry for the continuation of sales. So it was still a no-go for us to kind of trade it. So right now, all this can go. All that can go, and let's now look at H4. So this is no longer necessary. That was taken out. Even this is no longer necessary. It has been taken out. Now we are using this. So let me delete that also. So right now where we are, we still have this daily. It's a daily fair value gap that was never mitigated, but also on H4 we have this fair value gap which was never mitigated. So looking at all that, we know that price is still having some liquidity to look for. Now yesterday H4 was overbought. We were trying to look for buys, but it continued to sell once it reached that when it reached that retracement level according to CCI. Now it has gone back to the support. Now we need buys. Do we need buys on daily time frame? Yes, but price is still below our 10 MA. Now looking at H4, price is below my 10 MA, but I'm getting some rejection. This candle is about to close in the next 15 minutes. This H4 candle will be closing, so all I can say is we wait for this candle to close. If it closes with this rejection here, with this kind of wick, it is likely to close as a hammer. So as we wait, it is likely to close as a hammer. Once it closes as a hammer, we know that we'll be coming in with buys, because it is coming from that support. This is a strong support. Looking at previous attempts to break it, it failed several times, 1, 2, 3, 4, but even to the left we have more. This is where it started from. So this is a strong support level, which we indeed see that it's likely not to break it, but we can only wait for this H4 to close. If this H4 closes with a wick, then the next move is gonna be a buy candle, and we will likely to continue buying it from this support. So for now, no business, don't do anything. You may be surprised on how it closes within this last M15 candle. This M15 candle has just started, so if it is going to be in our anticipation, then it's gonna be a buy candle. This M15 candle has to be a buy candle. All right, so we'll come back to it before we close to check on it. All right, so let's go to Boom 500. All right, so this is Boom 500, and most of you guys were here yesterday. Those who were here, you remember what we had talked about it, and my entry. So before it broke this level, I told you that it is likely to keep playing within these two ranges. These were the ranges on M15. This as a support range, or as a down range, and that as a resistance range up there. So I told you that it's likely to go back and then come down again, but I also told you that if it breaks this level, then we will immediately enter. So when it broke and closed that candle, we immediately entered, and we had our stop losses. Right here. It was a tight stop loss. Don't normally put a big stop loss. It was there. So price gave us a fake breakout. This was a fake breakout, and we fell culpably to that, and it took us out because we are looking for this sell. So it took us out. After taking us out, sold a bit, and then later continued to complete the move to reach that resistance level again. And then when the new H4 started, around here, I think. So when the new H4 started, which was around 3 p.m, it sold perfectly all the way to hit. It almost hit our risk to reward of 3. Yeah, it almost hit our risk to reward of 3 yesterday, but it failed. It hit 2. This was 1 and 2, but if we had entered from there, we would have even made 1 to 4. So that's how we missed on that trade. So those who had not put their stop losses, you were able to make money, but that would have been a big stop loss for you if you had to put it all the way above that resistance. That would have been very big for you. That would have been very big for you. That would have been very big. So clearly I made a loss here, but not that big. I did not make a big loss here. Right now you can see that the TP of our 1 to 3 was hit today morning. It was hit today morning. That's where our 1 to 3 was, right there. So it was hit today morning, and now the buy has started. So I want to delete all this, all that, and let's now talk about today. All right, let's go to daily time frame. So daily time frame, we're looking for sales. We're still looking for sales. We're still very bearish. If we look at weekly, they're still very bearish. So now we know that daily and H4, and weekly, they are still very bearish. There's this order block that we anticipate price to come to before it starts to buy. So looking at H4, we are also bearish, meaning we are still strongly selling. Now this was a break of structure. Remember this, according to price action, that is a break of structure, lower low, lower high. Now it's looking for a new lower low down below here. So that's why we are looking for sales, and that's the reason why yesterday we were looking for sales from that very resistance level right there. That was a resistance level we had anticipated there, and that's where the sales started from there, that move right there. So now that we know that this is a lower low on H4, and that is a lower high on H4, now we know it's looking for a new lower low on H4. But when we go to M15, we clearly see that price is reacting. Okay, price has given us a break of structure here, but it is failing. It is giving us equal highs right here, equal lows, meaning a double bottom. So if we are on M15 and we zoom in, we will be anticipating some buys, but these buys are likely not to exceed such a level. They are likely not to exceed such a level. Why? Because it's a confluence area right there. It is a confluence area right there, and down below here we have a support level. So this can go. This move is still valid. We're still looking for this move according to H4 and daily time frame. We still need price to come there. So go back to M15. M15 is oversold when zoomed in. Let me go to M5 before I can anticipate whether I enter or not. Still selling, not yet giving us a buy, but it's gonna give us a buy according to M5 to take us there. Then probably it will get enough momentum to break this support on M15 to drop down and continue with sales. So if you can, I may suggest not to enter buys and just wait for sales. That's what I may suggest for you to do. Don't rush into a sell, a buy, but wait for the sales around there. We are likely to get a proper entry for sales right about there. So I wouldn't rush into buys, but the buys are gonna come in according to M5. Once they come in, they will be taking us all the way up there. All right, so that's it for today on Boom 500. We're going to sell from there. If it fails to break that level, we're likely to sell from there and have a perfect swing move according to H1 and even H4. It will be breaking this low here, this previous lower low, to give us a new lower low down below on H4. Just there. All right, so that's it. Let's leave this on M15. Let's go to V25S. Volatility 25S, it also took us out. So yesterday we made two quick losses while on live. and that's it. I did not trade again. After those 2 losses, I was unable to trade. I couldn't enter another trade. So this was yesterday's move. In fact, if we go to M1, you'll be able to see it better, because it was I was looking for a sniper entry on M1 to make this. So we had already anticipated what was going on M15 and H4, what have you, but we needed a pullback. We wanted to sell from there. That was our analysis. We had this level, and I said if we see a pullback like that, then we'll enter sales. But if when it broke that level, I saw an opportunity to sell it. So we sold it. We had our stop loss right there. That was our stop loss right there. So it played games within there like that, and then it took us out and went to test that resistance level above, and then look at the drop. So it dropped, hit our target 1 to 3. Our 1 to 3 right there was clearly hit, and even gave us a fake breakout on the support trend line. Let me show you that right now. So all this is no longer necessary. So let's delete all that, and now let's do this. So according to M15, these were the trend lines, and we wanted price to come to start buying from there, but it gave a fake breakout just there, and then the buys came through. And on buys coming through, they broke that level. Look at that, broke that level, retested it, and never looked back. After giving us a fake breakout right here, they broke that resistance level within this pennant. Within that pennant, as you can see, I had already told you that that is a pennant. So when they broke that resistance level, they did not look back according to M15. So it gave you a higher high, higher low, broke, gave you a higher high, higher low, failed to break, came, tested a bit, then broke, and then tested a bit, then continued, and up to now it is still buying. So that's how crazy this was after the breakout from that pennant. So what are we seeing now? Let's talk about now. Oh, this is not necessary anymore. I don't think I need this. No, that was a fair value gap. That's where price was reacting from there. So yeah, it was a strong one, so we can delete that. And this one is also now not necessary anymore. All right, not needed. Now our chart is clean. So now we have that pennant, and that means our TP is gonna be like that. That's gonna be our TP, meaning we are still strongly selling, buying. So let's first go to daily time frame. On daily time frame, we reacted to the retracement level on CCI. That's why we are seeing some buying momentum right there. On weekly time frame, however, we need sales. Why? Because we are within this channel, and we are in a downtrend, not even a downtrend actually. According to weekly, we are still in an uptrend. Why? Because this was a break of structure right there. So that is a higher high, this is a higher low. So according to weekly, it's trying to look for price to take out those higher highs, but it's likely to fail, and then it will drop perfectly to look for to start giving us a reversal move, because we are likely to see this lower low, higher low on weekly time frame taken out to give us a change of character on the weekly time frame. So having said all this, we now see the buy come in, and this buy may actually not even reach all the way up there, may react around here, but don't be surprised if it goes there, just the way we anticipate the target of our pennant, just like that. That is our move that happened before we saw the pennant. This may not even be considered as a pennant. It can easily be considered as a symmetrical kind of a triangle. Yeah. All right, so this is an order block on daily time frame. Price has reacted to it. That is a previous the very order block where this sell momentum started from. After that order block, we got that big momentum, huge momentum of sellers coming in like that. So right now price has reacted to it. It is reacting to it, and we clearly see that on H4 we are overbought, meaning we should be anticipating some sales coming in from there, but we don't have to rush it because price is still above our 10 MA. If we go to M15, clearly we haven't even got any change of character, but of course we know that Deriv, if price breaks that higher low, then we have a change of character on M15. Why? Because for it is also overbought. It is already overbought, so giving us this will be a reversal signal to start thinking of sales. All right, so no need of this. We maintain that a new H4 has just started. A new H4 candle has just started right there. So I'm not going to trade this today at all. I'm not going to be trading it, even though I know according to how we trade the pennant, we should be continuing with buys, but I'm not going to be doing that. It's at a point where it is risky. It is on that OB, and the previous candle has closed with rejection. That is rejection right there. So I cannot enter any sales. I cannot do anything unless I see this level taken out once price goes up and then comes back to take it out. So no business with V25 1S. V25 1S, no business. We leave it at H4 even, and we go do look at V75. Please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like if you're loving the analysis right here on this channel. We do this every day, Monday to Friday, as we analyze these assets. We also analyze gold. So if you don't mind, go ahead and like. You can go ahead also share in the groups, share the link in the groups for those who may be interested to come around and trade with us. And of course you can as well give us that thumbs up. All right, V75, where did we stop at yesterday? We had that support level, and of course we had that other level up there yesterday, but price came and broke it and then gave us a new higher high up there, and then dropped again to the support. So today we could have made our entries from the support. Early morning we could have made that entry from the support. So now I don't need this. I want to look at M15, though is still looking for sales, so it's not ready to give us buys. So I believe it's likely to again come here or to even break and come to this level. So if I go to H4, I'm looking for sales. H4 is not ready for buys, same as M15. So that means I'm not inclining myself to looking for buys right now. I cannot look for buys even though price is above my 10 MA on H4 and M15, which is crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. This was a change of character from the support, high, low. A new H4 has started, but the previous H4 closed with rejection. What does that mean to us? That means that if price breaks this level, I won't be hesitating to enter buys, but it's likely not to break it. Why? Because according to H4, this is the week. This is the week, meaning there is rejection around here. There is rejection around there. So according to H4, that is the week there. You can see it. So if price breaks it on M15, then we have an entry. It would have finished to create a wick on this H4. So that means we wait. But if it fails, then it's gonna drop with sales to come all the way back to this OB on H4, all the way to come back to that OB on H4, and that's where we might get our perfect entry for buys. But as of now, it is showing us that it has given us a change of character and has even retested it right here to continue with buys. But I'm not buying this signal until price breaks that, because according to M15, we're still selling. Even H4, we're still selling. Still the sellers are not yet done with this market. So no business here, no business. Good morning, Robina. Good morning, Patrick. How are you guys? So no business on V75. I'm just gonna wait for price to either break this level or break this support, of which I won't be selling. I need buys. I'm waiting for the buy opportunity to be very clear for me, because I need to buy from this very support level. That is a strong support level. I need to wait for the buys from that very support. In fact, this OB right here on H4 is likely to be my entry for the buys. J50. Like I said, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe. Give us that thumbs up and like. It helps us. It helps us. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. Like, share, subscribe. Alright, as we are doing that, I will be starting jump 50 analysis. So jump 50, where did we stop at? Let's start from daily time frame. So look at that kind of rejection from that level. If I go to H4, we have that order block, which is now a support, and there's a lot of rejection coming in from that very level. 2 days getting such a rejection. Now we already need buys according to H4 and daily time frame. Yeah, so I think we have a clear entry because a new H4 has started. Look at the previous H4, how it closed. So why don't we have an entry now? Why don't we have an entry now? It's because of M15. M15, we can't enter. If we enter according to H4, and that will give us a big stop loss. Now let me put you back yesterday. Yesterday price had not reached this level. Had it reached? Yeah, it had reached. Price had reached this order OB, and it had given us that kind of lows here according to H1. So price gave us another change of character on H1, confirming the buy move. Yeah, and now price has pulled back according to H1 all the way to this OB, same as M15. So if we go to M15, that's what we'll be seeing. So right now, if I'm to enter buys, I'll put my stop loss below here, below this OB. I'll not put it all the way below the H4 one. I'll put it below there. There's that wick there. The only issue I'm finding is price failing to break this. Price is failing to break that level. This only tells us that M5 is not ready to enter buys. So if I go to M5, clearly M5 is gonna give us a pullback. Why? Because there is that rejection level right there. That is a resistance level right there. So price is still looking for a better entry, a better price on M5. So what do I do here? All I can do is do this. Have that OB on M15. So this is gonna be my range. Once M15 is ready to buy, then we come in with buys. Or once M15 breaks this level, that will be my entry. Probably after a pullback. But apparently no business. Or it plays games around here until it is oversold, and then we come in later in the evening with buys to break that and continue. Know that what I'm looking at, the buyers have the upper hand to break and continue, not sellers, according to H4 and daily time frame. So this is what I may anticipate. Breakout, we enter, or keeps on consolidating within here for some good time, and probably in around 4-3 there we get an entry for the buyers to break out like that. So for now, no business whatsoever. I cannot enter. Jump 25, we needed that yesterday. Jump 25. So we needed this pullback yesterday like that, and then reacts there, and once it starts to buy, we come in with our buy entries. Why were we looking for that? We're looking at that as a change of character, but it ended up becoming a fake change of character. You can see that. So we couldn't do anything because it was a fake change of character. It ended up breaking structure down below there to give us a new lower low. So all this now can go off. We don't need it. So let's look at it closely according to H4. So start from the daily time frame. We've been looking for sales all the way from that OB there on the daily time frame. Now we can delete that. So price gave us a breakout, and today is like a pullback according to daily time frame. So if that is the case, according to H4, it's likely looking for price looking at coming to that OB right there. It's likely coming to that OB and then dropping down, for the sell. And then dropping down for that kind of a sell that we need already. So if that is the case, that means M15 is already buying. Yeah, it has been buying since last night, actually since today morning, because this is today morning around 1 a.m. in the morning. That's when the buy started right here. That's when the buy started. So I can't enter it, even though because I'm seeing it is already overbought right there. So I have no business with entering, although the structure is very clear: higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So it's already looking for a new higher high. So the structure is very clear for us there for the uptrend on M15, meaning it's continuing with highs. So if it probably comes back again, you can enter the buys to come to that OB on H4, but I'll not be entering J25, having seen what I've seen. break of structure is there. That is our break of structure according to H4 right here. That is our break of structure right there. So price has actually reached that breaker broke. Has reached that breaker broke right there. Has reached that breaker broke, but it's likely to come to this whole OB right there. That whole OB right there as the H4 candle. So I may start to look for sales after this H4 closes. After this H4 candle closes, which will be around 3 p.m. if I'm going to enter sales on this asset. So this is a break of structure, pull back to the breaker block, and then we drop for continuation of sales. All right, that's enough. Let's delete that and let's leave that on H4. J10. All right, J10. J10. This was, in fact, it started to even pull back on that 50% a fib retracement level when we were still in the analysis. So that happened just like we wanted, even though it did not come to the 61.8. But the reason why I was considering that 50 is because of the fair value gap, and you can see it mitigated 50% of the fair value gap and immediately went into the buys. So this right here is no longer needed. It followed the analysis, although we could not get an entry to, I did not enter it, in fact, because I had already entered the other two trades which were taken out, and I didn't want to overtrade, so I did not enter that. That was a good move. We had already seen it from the 50% of the fair value gap here, and that was a very clean entry for the buy to reach there. That would have given you some good money, that move there. Why? Because clearly it was looking for that exact target, and clearly that target was clearly hit perfectly and started to consolidate. Even right now it is still consolidating. All right, so let's now look at H4. So H4 is still looking for that kind of move, but it has found an OB right here, right there. That's where price is getting that's why price is consolidating, but it is still above our 10 MA. If I go to daily time frame, however, I see that the previous day, yesterday, had rejection both ends, and now today has started with rejection coming in from sellers. You can see there is rejection now as we speak. So what do we do? I want to first delete these and now go to M15 because I need to sell this asset. I need to sell this asset. I need to sell this asset. Is M15 ready for the sales? Not really. I have my resistance above there. So all I need is M5 to start selling, and I'll sell this. I need M5 to start selling, and I'll get ready for my sales. So something like that, I think, will give us an entry. This will be like a sniper entry. This will be like a sniper entry according to M5, because M5 is not yet ready for the sales. It's not yet ready. Why? Look at this. When it came here, it gave us a change of character. According to M5, pulled back. Now it's gonna continue buying. So that's why I say M5 is not ready for the buys. it was looking for that fair value gap, I believe. So just here, yeah. On M5, so grabbed it and then continued, gave us a change of character. Now it's gonna first reach there. Right now, if you go to M1, it is sort of giving you either falling wedge or something. So no business right here, no business, no business, no business, no business with this asset. Yeah, it's gonna give us something like that, and then we're gonna have our entry just around there, just around there, just around there for the buys according to M1 and M5. So no business right here. Just hold on and see. The buy is gonna be ready on M5 once it pulls back there. Once it pulls back there, yeah, perfect. So we are clear. We're gonna get our entries right there for the sell. It's likely to be a sniper entry. If you want to scalp it, like I've showed you on M1 and M5, price is gonna drop down below here. It's gonna drop down below here to probably give us a perfect entry on that change of character level according to M5. So let's wait and see what is coming through right now. All right, let's now wrap it up with gold, and we call it a day. Gold. So gold, the whole of yesterday, it was a consolidation right there, and now today morning, in fact a few minutes ago, a few hours ago, we see that it broke structure. So it did not pull back to the breaker broke at all. And what do we see? We see a break of structure. I told you it is still very bullish. I can't enter until I see price break this support. Those who remember, this was my level there. I can't enter sales before I see price break that support on M15, and it came and kept on testing that level several times until it broke the resistance and continued with an uptrend. Now we have a break of structure, so no business. So this pullback here that we wanted may never happen again, so I may take it out. And gold is tricky now. It's a tricky asset to trade. So if you have any other asset, if you've been trading only gold, I would suggest you get another asset that you can be trading until further clear analysis on gold, because the uptrend has low momentum and it is still very bullish. We are still buying strongly because we don't have previous data. Gold has never reached this very price. That's why we don't have previous data we can work with. But I have that level. This level was anticipated when, I think on the monthly, when you look at this, then you look at that, then you look at that. That's where we are going there. So that's why I have this level. When it gives you break of structure on I think a monthly time frame, let me see, not even monthly, it's weekly. So that's why we cannot enter any sales. Look at this month so far. It's a perfect buy month. It hasn't gotten any pullback yet, so it's crazy. It's a crazy thing to do right now, to look for sales. But I believe it's gonna come to that 5,000 level, and once we hit 5,000 we're likely to see a drop. We're likely to start seeing drop. So for now, no business with this asset. You can only trade it when you have a pullback and then enter buys. We have a strong low here, we have strong lows right there, so if it probably pulls back, then you have a perfect entry. But you can also anticipate the pullback on when you're scalping it. So let's scalp it. Let's look at options that we have to scalp this. This is a break of structure on M5, so it's not yet clear for us to sell, because that is a break of structure to give us a higher high on M5, higher high, higher low, higher high, so it's giving us a higher low. So if it pulls back probably then, and it fails to break this level on M5, then you have an entry to sell it. But apparently no business right here. You cannot sell it, you cannot buy it where it is. Yeah, so that's it. Gold is out of range, out of reach where it is. I rather not trade it than forcing to enter any trades. Yeah, because yesterday it showed us, the whole of yesterday it was consolidating. This was yesterday right there, and look at that. After that consolidation for 24 hours, it broke out today morning and continued with buy. So that's how crazy it is. Did not even give us a pullback to the breaker block. This is where we had our breaker block right there. Did not even pull back to that level. So it's a crazy asset right now, crazy to trade. Yeah, so right now leave it, go to M5, wait for something like this. If it fails to break that previous higher high, then you know you are entering straight that sell according to M1. According to M1, you're entering that sell according to M1. So no business right here. All right, that's it. Let's do our recap and we call it a day. So we started with crash 500, and I told you I'm skeptical to enter buys, but we will eventually get in with some buys, that the buys are not yet ready. So I told you if I see a pullback, I may enter buys, and now the pullback is happening after giving us that a higher high, after breaking to give us that higher high there. So the pullback is happening, so I may enter after the pullback. On M15. Now I normally look at some levels like that, so it might drop down all the way here or to the breaker block here, but I want to go with this level because it's where this buy momentum started from. So I'll probably wait for it around there. If it does reach there, then I have a perfect entry with a tight stop loss. Boom, 1,000. All right, I told you on the next M15 we might see buys, those who remember. So we are having buys, and clearly the buys are taking over. So how are we going to trade this? We missed an entry. We missed an entry because by the time we were here, I told you that H4 has to close with a wick, this H4, to give us a hammer. So we were supposed to enter immediately on the new H4 when it was beginning, because that closed with a hammer. That's what I wanted. So we missed to enter immediately at the beginning of H4, and this H4 started around where, let's see. Yeah, two candles, so it started around here. So we could have entered on this candle there. This would have been our money, but we were analyzing. I forgot to come back. I told you we have to come back at once H4 closes. So those who missed that, I don't know if anyone was able to enter it because I didn't come back. I forgot to come back so we can enter the buys there. All right, but nevertheless we have that resistance up there, so let's see if it is going to break it. Once it breaks it, then we have another opportunity to enter right there after the breakout, but it's likely not to break it. It's likely to come back again. Let's wait and see what comes around. Boom 500, it has now broken, so no business here. It has broken so that support, it's continuing, so there's no business of pulling back all the way up there, so no business here. It's now broken. Can we enter? I doubt we can. I think we can. That is a new H4. That is a new H4. Yeah, guys, we can enter. If you enter now though, know that you're going to have your stop loss right here. And just like yesterday, I'm going to do the same. Yesterday it took me out, but I'm going to do the same now. Yesterday it took me out, I'm going to do the same now. And my entry, I put in my entry, and I want my stop loss to be there. I want my stop loss to be there, right? And my TP is going to be right there. So I'm looking for like a 1 to 3 again. Don't tell me it is giving me another fake break of structure, another fake breakout, because this is what happened yesterday right here. This was a fake breakout here, then it pulled back, then dropped to take me out. Pulled up to take me out and then dropped to our TP. So right now I see it's the same thing it's trying to do. Hope it is not. Anyway, I've already entered, so I don't want to remove my stop loss because that will be a big stop loss, because the anticipation was price to first get there. And then we'd come in with ourselves. But nevertheless, if it takes me out here, that will be my entry. In fact, I can put a limit order, two limit orders, because today I have to recover what it took yesterday. So I'll put 2 limit orders. If it fails here, I don't think it will have to go all the way up there. So if it fails to continue selling, it will have to go all the way up there, and that will be my other entry level to sell perfectly. V25S. All right, we are going to be selling, but not now, so we cannot do anything right here. We just have to wait for a change of character or a reversal signal on that level, which is a support, so that we can start selling. So for now, no business, don't do anything on V25S. The focus is still on Boom 500. We are still selling it. V75, we're still selling, and the price may still fight to come here, but what is likely to happen is buys from here. So the buys are clear, but not yet to enter. We are looking for buys, but not yet ready for entries on H4 and even M15. So that's why we cannot enter any buys. Even sells, maybe sells, we could have entered according to M5 and put our stop loss there. We could, but we were late, so no business now. I cannot enter sales, so no business. V75, jump 50, wait for this. It's likely to give us buys today. Before the day ends, we are likely to buy it today. We have those levels to wait for. If it breaks there, then we have entries for buys. If it first pulls back and does the consolidation within this range, then we'll get buys later. Jump 25, okay, pull back there just like I told you. And look at that, we are going to sell later. You're going to sell later, so I have to wait for this H4 candle to close. So no business on this jump 25. No business on this jump 25. I want to remind you that right down here we have this OB where price has reacted on, so no business. This might become a change of character to push for buys according to H4, but we are still selling. Looking at CCI, we still need some sales on this asset, so no business now. All right, so this, I told you, it's still looking for that. So apparently I can shift my trend line and put it there. So it's gonna come here. All we want is to enter buys from here. This is M1 on J10. So this move is still happening. This move right there is still happening. That's what we need. Price to come here and then we enter buys. It's failing to break this level though. I don't know why. It's failing to break that level. It's becoming a support on M1. It's becoming a support on M1. Let's wait and see. But know that we are going to enter buys on this asset. It's gonna be a scalping move to reach there, and then later we sell it on M15. So but on M5 and M1 we're going to first sell and then buy and then sell later. All right, I think that's enough for today. Hope you guys had a great time. Hope you had a great time with me. Please, as usual, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, give me that thumbs up. Gives me morale to continue doing what I'm doing, analyzing every day, coming here to do the analysis for you guys. Otherwise, hope you had a great time. See you tomorrow same time, 10:30 to 11:30. Bye bye.